my brother. This is my partner. He's the reason I'm up here today, man. Introduce all these artists here. Man, y'all please put your hands together for Mr. Chris Morehead.
We have Chris Morehead today. Um, he has a label that has an interesting name and a message behind it. Could you tell us what it is?
Hyo Art, man. It represents first of all, it's the label. I do music. My dad is like my business partner. We started it together. But
Yeah.
the name Hyo comes from Hyo Art comes from making art from a low place. Like when you're going through something like you're down or you're depressed or whatever, making high art from a low place. So I called it Hyo Art. You know.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Yeah,
So
that's where that came from.
what's the message behind your label? Because I was reading up on it.
The message really is just like I said, just taking your turning your negatives into positives, really turning,
Yeah.
turning bad times into art, using it to, fuel your dreams and get you in a better situation. And we're big on community, we're big on helping out other artists and providing a platform and a stage for other artists in our community to come out and perform and do things like that. So
Okay. So
yeah.
which city you're from?
I'm from Columbia, South Carolina, man.
Okay. So
Yeah.
how's the scene over there?
It's there's a lot of artists. There's a lot of hip hop artists out here, but there's not a lot of opportunities to perform. Not as much as there should be. Not a lot of opportunities to grow out here. So we're just trying to do our part to help out in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah. We
So go ahead.
I was gonna say we host the open mic and we interview local artists and everything. We interview local artists, actors, models. We've interviewed authors, business owners. On our platform, our YouTube page, if you look up Hilo Art, we got like 500 interviews where we interview local people, and if they're an artist, we let them perform, and we post it up to our YouTube page and things like that. And I do music. I do music as well. I rap and perform and everything. And yeah.
Okay. So you believe that getting exposure for artists is important. What's your thoughts on social media?
Social media is very important, man. That's where the music industry basically lives right now. Like you got
Yeah,
to have a social media presence. It's like I said, you gotta post consistently and everything like that. But I also believe in stage presence. I also believe in performing and actually being able to, like, when you actually get in front of people, you're able to perform your songs and stuff like that. So I think that's important. Like that's what I push too. Like keep coming back to our show, keep getting up on that stage and
yeah.
developing yourself as an artist, developing your talent.
So how would you describe your rap style?
My rap style, man, I think I can best way I can describe it is just like give you some of my influences. I'm heavily influenced by Outkast.
Yeah,
Um
I
I
could
listen to a
tell.
lot of Childish Gambino. Ti was a big influence. Kanye. Just people who push boundaries and stuff. I'm a hip hop artist. I rap, but I sing a little bit every now and then. Um, Somebody described me as socially conscious, but I wouldn't say I'm socially conscious. I'm more self conscious. You know what I mean? Like I could talk about self. I could talk about what issues I'm going through. I can't really talk about what's best for everybody else, but I can talk about the different things I'm going through, whether it's anxiety, whether it's working a 9 to 5, whether it's taking care of my kid. That's the type of things I like to talk about in my music. Yeah.
Okay, so could you tell us about your song So Well and the lyrics that you have on there?
So well, okay. So well, featuring Aux PT, my brother Aux PT.
Yeah,
So to be honest with you, So Well came about because I was going through writer's block. And if you heard the song, the opening line to that song is "I'ma live forever, but I
yeah,
die about my bitch." That's the opening line, and really that came because I was, like I said, I was going through writer's block, and I had got some advice on writer's block. it was like, man, just say something like outlandish. Get out of your own head. Don't overthink it. Just say what you feeling right now. And I was like, man, I'm gonna be great one day. I'm gonna be great. I'm never gonna die, man. I'm gonna live forever through my music. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna live forever, but I die about my bitch. That just felt like me like just kind of holding my nuts, kind of like being just
Yeah,
like, being kind of fearless in a sense to just say how I was feeling at the time. And that led me to finish out the verse. But the main message I want people to take from that song is don't let anybody without a vision try to tell you what you should be doing with your vision. Because so many times, like you'll go to somebody, you'll tell your friend, like, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to write a movie, I'm trying to work on a song, I'm trying to start a podcast. And they'll give you so many bits of advice and stuff, but it's
yeah,
kind of like, or they'll basically talk you out of doing what you're trying to do. And so I'm just like, don't let somebody who can't see your vision try to tell you about your vision. Like I'm the type of person I'd rather fail first than to not try based off of somebody else's fears.
yeah.
No, that yeah. So that's kind of the message with the hook. I said, can't let no nigga without no vision try to tell you something. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
You mentioned some rappers with influence. Who do you consider to be the top five GOAT rappers?
top five goat. I give you my top five.
Yeah,
My top five. Outkast is number one. Right after Outkast is I put Outkast. I know it's two people, but I count them as one person. As one group.
yeah,
Then you
yeah.
got Kanye is right up under that, and then you got Ti after that. Then Childish Gambino, and then Isaiah Rashad is a big one for me too. Isaiah Rashad. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So when you're looking for artists, what is the criteria that you feel that they'll be a good fit for your label?
Um, to be honest, the number one thing is just willingness to work and to get out and step outside your comfort zone.
Yeah,
Because like I said, a lot of people can see it's not always about talent. Like a lot of times, the most talented people be at home because they feel like they don't got to go out there, they don't got to step outside. But I'm like, okay, who's willing to, no matter how talented you think you are, who's willing to come out here and get on stages? You know what I'm saying? Get in front of people, perform, get on social media, and do what you need to do. Who's willing to do that as well as put in the work in the studio and and also
yeah,
looking for people who are creating from the heart and not trying to create uh in like a calculated way. Like I'm make this song so I can try to get, in the strip club or whatever. Just create what's real to you. That's kind of what we're looking for.
yeah. So what projects do you have for the future that you see?
I'm working on an album right now.
Yeah,
I don't want it to come. It won't come out until the end of next year and to the end of 2025. But all throughout 2025, I plan on dropping singles, dropping freestyles, trying to because I can criticize myself. I got to work on my social media presence too. I got to get that up too. So that's
yeah.
my goal for before I drop that project. Is to get my social media presence up, drop some singles, you know what I'm saying? Stay outside as much as I can, get on them stages and things like that. But when I drop my album, man, you're gonna see it. It's gonna be big. So
Okay.
yeah.
Your social media. Did you see the thing with Ray J today?
With Ray J, what do you do?
Yeah, it seems that he did an interview with a pastor, Jamal Bryant, but I guess some things he said on there he didn't want out, so he went on social media and said um, for him not to put out the interview, and if he does, he's gonna um, snatch him from the pulpit. And then
Oh man.
later he said someone was out to kill him or something like that, and he put it.
Man, what?
Yeah, some craziness. And then everyone's wondering if Ray J is okay. And then some people's wondering if it's a stunt for the interview, for people to see the interview.
It might be knowing Ray J.
Yeah,
It might be, man. I don't know. It's a lot of shady stuff in the industry, man. It's a lot of shady stuff on. on the internet too, man. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you gotta have your morals straight, man. You gotta have your be straight with God, man. That's what I believe. Cause ain't no way you finna snatch the pastor out the pulpit. That's crazy.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it, I was remember listening to him and Nicki Minaj on IG Live, and she was asking him about God and everything, and then he's like, "Yeah, when I went to church, it was boring when my dad used to bring me this or that." So then
Oh,
when I saw this thing this morning, I was like, "Did that conversation make this guy okay? Maybe I should go talk to a pastor?" And then probably said some crazy stuff on there because
yeah,
I know he's trying to, I know he's in a way he's been getting at Puffy with the whole
yeah.
allegation and everything. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on the industry? Because I've asked some artists about this. Do you feel there's a struggle spiritually trying to get your message being positive, or do you feel that sometimes the struggle is there because there's forces that don't want certain messages and sounds out?
I think I think that the what's the best way to put it? I think that just like the negative stuff sells more. Like the negative
Yeah,
stuff is gonna sell more. Like hearing about Ray J beating somebody up. That's what we talking about. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
and I'm not
yeah,
saying I'm above it either because I do the same thing. I be online looking for like I be looking at all the negative stuff. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah,
like it's tough, man. It's tough to actually like I said, like that's what's pushed on the in the industry. You know who's shooting and killing, who done got locked up. You know what I mean? The Young Thug trial, like it's always some negative stuff. You feel me? I think you just got to balance it out, man.
yeah,
Yeah, there's only a select few artists that can like balance that out. You know, where you'll see like Kendrick or somebody like that, where he still the stuff he rap about still be negative, but he still balance it out by maybe sliding a message in there or something like that. I think that's
true.
kind of where you got to go with it. You know what I mean?
That's what you're saying because I remember an interview with Tupac, and he said something similar to that. He said, "Yeah, I would
Yeah,
have this song that might be negative, but then I would come with Brenda's Got a Baby."
yeah,
So
yeah,
you will balance it out. And I think in the 90s, it was kind of that way. But I believe in the last probably 10, 15 years, what you're saying, people
yeah,
gravitate to negative. But I
yeah,
think
man.
it's sometimes it's a getaway for people's life too that maybe
Yeah,
that person in a worse situation than I am. So you gravitate to that negative because it makes one feel better about their life too.
yeah. It's like escapism. Like you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
the word escapism.
And,
Yeah,
but I don't. Also, I don't 100% push for the ultra positive artists either because that seems unreal to me. That seems, and
yeah,
then when you don't, nobody wants to feel like they're being preached to. You know what I mean? Like I
yeah,
think that's kind of a struggle too. Like because now you putting on a front like you perfect. You know what I mean? That's I kind of take issue with that too. A lot of a lot of artists do stuff like that too.
yeah.
I think
That
you got to
makes
find a balance, man. You just got to be real with yourself. You got to be real with who you are.
yeah.
You know? So,
So, is there anything else you want the viewers to know about yourself?
um, man, I just I just want y'all to check me out, man. I just want y'all to check out my most recent project is out now. I dropped it in May. It's an EP, 7 songs. It's called Dorado. So if you search Chris Mohead Dorado, um, you know what I'm saying? That's on all streaming platforms. If you go to Hyo Art YouTube page, you will see the So Well music video. So Well is a song off of Dorado. You'll see the
Yeah,
music video for that song. And you'll also see the like over 500 interviews that we did on that channel. Um yeah, man, just stay on the lookout. If anybody watching, if y'all ever in Columbia, you know what I'm saying, pull up to my house restaurant. That's where we host the interviews. That's where we do the open mics and everything like that. So just show up and show love, man. Hyo Art. We got nothing but love for you. You know what
so
I
where
mean?
people could come see the interviews with the local artists that you interview.
You can come see it at the restaurant. We do it at a restaurant. It's a restaurant called My House. It got a stage.
Yeah.
where we let everybody. It's my house restaurant and bar on 7205 Two Notch Road, and yeah, like I said, we got the stage. We get people up on the stage. Everybody can get on the stage if you come and sign the board. The board fills up
Yeah.
fast, so the earlier the better. But yeah, that's where we do it at, man.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So best of luck with your project and your shows.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man.